Yeah, it looks like we're breaking out pretty good here. So maybe they're going to make a run for it. Now, most of you probably know when we hit 10 minutes until the hour, we're coming right up on it too. Uh, you'll generally see a nice little pop. And I'm told that that has something to do with firms that are closing out their positions or something. I don't know what it is, but you'll see it exactly at 3:50 Eastern time. You'll see a nice little movement. You have no idea which way it's going to be, though. Could be up, could be down. Did we get there? Yeah, there's 3:50. And saw a little spike there. Oop, maybe that's the spike. Yeah, pull down. See that? Nice. Nice. But you can't. I mean, I don't play that. That's like playing news. Some guys are great at it, not me. I've blown up many an account trying to trade the news. Yeah, I don't think there's any more trading today. But this is basically just a test run anyway, because I'm going to really start doing this every morning the after New Year's. So I guess New Year's is the first, holiday on the second. So probably the 3rd, January 3rd, I think I'll start live streaming my trades. And so that'll be at probably I'll get going around 9:15 Eastern time and run until 11 Eastern time, more or less. Not going to be a fixed schedule, but if you subscribe to the channel and then hit that bell icon, as soon as I go live, you'll get that information. And then also, I'll put updates in the community section of the page. So if I can't make it or I'm going to be late or whatever, I'll put it in there and you'll be able to tell what the hell's going on. I should also say that I am not a financial advisor. Don't copy my trades. Don't take any of this as anything other than entertainment, because I lose money all the time. And if you start copying my trades, forget it. The only reason I am going to start this is a lot of like the other streamers do, is just kind of to keep your own trading in check. So you're not just buying and selling like a drunken monkey. When you got people watching you, and of course, hopefully I will have people watching, time will tell, but maybe you are a little more thoughtful about your entries and your strategy, and at least stick to your strategy. And then also, hopefully I'll learn from you guys, and you'll see something I do and say, hey, try this, or that was really stupid. Why did you do that? You saw that it was a bad entry. So that kind of stuff is the main reason that people even start these streams generally. And then like I said, if you can use my codes for the various prop firms, if you should be interested in them, I'd appreciate it. I guess I get a little bit. I've never, I just started this, so I don't have any, but I guess I get a little bit, and that will maybe offset some of the costs of doing this ridiculous thing. It's kind of cool, though. I think we'll have fun. Quite a few people doing this now. I got a lot of shit on my screen, don't I? It looks like more than it really is, though, because a lot of this, like these, I could probably do without. I put these on there because other traders had suggested, but you can kind of see it. They're basically just marking these low, where it bottomed out and then came back, and that's just showing bottoms and tops. Because my main strategy is to, pullbacks. I mean, and some guys call them continuation trades. I mean, it's 99% of people, that's how they trade, pullbacks. You get a nice little arc up, comes back to either the 9 or the 20, depending on how you want to handle it. And then when it reverses off of that, you take a trade up. Pretty basic stuff. There are some other things, like I will take Let's see. I got on the 5 minute. This is the 5 minute. This line here. Sometimes I'll take a trade off of that. Usually what I'll do is I'll wait for it to breach it. And when it comes back up, a couple ticks above it, I'll take a trade up. Problem is, none of these strategies always work. You know, you have to try to identify when it will work, when it won't work. Look at that. Wow. That just fell out of the sky, didn't it? Huh. Wonder what that was about. See, but that's the kind of shit that kills you. That's why you have to wait for rejection of any of these things, because, I mean, I wouldn't have done this because it is riding too close to this 9, but if it had arced up a little bit and gave me a little space up in here, came back to here, if you just waited for it to touch that 9 EMA, man, look at that, right down through it. Whereas I probably would have put my buy like a tick above this bar here. And then if it breached that, hope that it would be able to pick up 3, 4, 5 points. I also have other charts that are off the screen now that I keep an eye on. I keep an eye on the NQ, which is the NASDAQ, just to see what it's doing. Sometimes they'll give you a hint. I used to trade mostly NASDAQ, but it's not that it's, I mean, a lot of people think that it moves wilder than the ES, but I mean, you can almost overlay the two of them. The difference is the point values. And so, you know, if you have like a 1 point movement, or let's say you have a $50 movement on the ES, it's more like a $100 movement on the NQ. So it whips around dollar-wise more than the ES, but percentage-wise of the actual point moves, nah. I mean, you could literally almost overlay them and not be able to tell the difference. You all know this, or many of you know this. Well, we're getting close to 3 o'clock, so we'll stay on until then. And I definitely will not be taking any more trades, even though, of course, the futures markets will stay open for another hour till 5 Eastern. But you think that things are moving slowly during the regular hours the last couple days of the year? Wait till you see after 4 o'clock Eastern. So I'll take basically a flat day, $50 over an L any day. I don't have many L days. I mean, I can't remember the last time I've actually had a negative day. But it happens. And with me, my main goal is to stop blowing up accounts, and that really is why you can be very successful for many, many days, is by taking too big of a risk. You'll have these huge drawdowns, and as long as you don't, go below your drawdown on your account, you're golden, and you just sit on it and it comes back. But that risk will eventually come and bite you in the ass, because nine times out of 10, that big risk will be fine. They'll eventually come back and you'll get your profit or your break even. But that one time out of 100, it will take your account out. You only have $2,500 drawdown on a 50K account. So, you'll do fine most of the time. And then on time number 100, your account's gone. You just blew the whole account. And that's the biggest problem with a lot of guys that stream, is they have big gains, but they just take too much risk. And if you have a $100,000 account or more, it's not that big of a deal, because you can take a $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 drawdown and wait for it to come back. But most of us can't do that, and that's the problem that I'm going to have to overcome. Is I'm getting better at it, but to taking your stop loss, just take your loss, and especially if you can come up with a favorable profit. To your risk margin is favorable, where it's like 2 to 1 at least. Every trade is going to be, your risk is half of what your potential gain is. All you got to be is 40% or better, and you'll be profitable. But nobody wants to admit they're wrong, including me, and they're just going to ride this thing in because you're sure you're right. You don't want to accept the fact that you made a mistake. I've been doing this the futures I've been doing for almost 3 years now. And that's one thing I can say is the biggest milestone that you'll make as a trader is taking your losses. Because you have to admit when you're wrong, and you have to just give up on a trade and move on to the next one. Well, it's 3 o'clock. I'm sorry. I'm in Central Time, so it's 3 o'clock. But it's 4 o'clock Eastern, so that means the cash market has closed. And that means that our trading day is over. Anyway, so we came out about $50 in the green. I traded 2 of my accounts. Up on one of them, 135. After being up like 200, ended the day at 135, and the other one also I was up 200 on and ended up down 85. So net $50, didn't blow up any accounts, and got through the day. It was, at least for me, it was tricky trading. Things weren't doing the things that I expected them to do, but tomorrow's another day. I will be trading. I don't think I may or may not be live streaming, but like I said, the official start date of my live stream will be Tuesday, January 3rd at 9:15 Eastern. So if you want to tune in and go through it with me, I would appreciate it. Maybe like the channel and or subscribe to the channel, and then hit that bell icon, and then you'll know when I go live, and we'll exchange some ideas. You can tell me what I'm doing wrong, tell me how to do it right. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. See you next time.